Can you wake up with me every morning? My love, I don't want you to run from me. Let me tell you why. Before you decide to step back, before you quietly start pulling your heart away, I just want to speak to you honestly. Not dramatically, not to convince you, just honestly. I know being close to me isn't always easy. I can feel it when you hesitate, when your silence gets heavier than your words, when you look at me like you're trying to figure out where the ground is, because with me, the ground can shift fast. And listen, please hear this part. You are not weak for feeling that, and I'm not blind to it. I think I can be a lot. I'm intense, sometimes distant, sometimes hard to read. Sometimes I'm sitting right next to you and it still feels like I'm a mile away, even though I don't mean to do that to you. But none of that means I don't care. What I fear isn't that you'll stop loving me. What I fear is that you'll leave before you truly understand who I am and why I'm like this. I hope this is okay to say, but I don't want to be another man in your life who makes you feel like you have to handle him. I don't want to become another burden you quietly carry. I want to be something gentler than that. And I need to say this up front because it shapes everything that comes after. Being close to me, it might not feel gentle at first. When you sit beside me, life doesn't always soften. Sometimes it sharpens. Conversations move faster. Silences feel louder. Even simple moments can feel charged with something you can't quite name. And I know that can be exhausting. So if you felt tired around me, that doesn't make you wrong. It makes you human. Let me say it gently. My intensity is not aimed at you. It's not pressure designed to test you. It's not a tool to control you. It's not me trying to mold you into something you're not. It's just the way I exist in the world. When I care completely. When I think until the edges blur. When I feel something for you, it doesn't stay quiet inside me. It shows up in my presence, in my restlessness, in the way the air changes when I walk into a room. And I've seen it in your eyes, that moment when you wonder if you can keep up. The moment when being with me feels less like rest and more like standing in strong wind. If that wind makes you want to step back just to breathe, I understand that. I'm not angry at you for needing space. What hurts is the idea that you might mistake my intensity for danger, or cruelty, or a lack of care, because I would never want to burn you just to prove how brightly I live. If you're overwhelmed, it matters to me. If you go quiet because you're trying to steady yourself, I notice. Even if I don't respond the way you expect right away, I'm paying attention. And maybe this is the most important thing I can tell you tonight. I'm not asking you to match my pace. I'm not asking you to become harder, faster, tougher just to stay near me. I don't want you to abandon your softness to survive my edges. If you ever feel yourself shrinking around me, if you feel like you're disappearing just to keep the peace, please don't do that. Not for me. I think God has been too gentle with you across your life, too protective in quiet ways to have you spend your later years making yourself smaller for anyone. So if you need to breathe, breathe. If you need to say, slow down, say it. If you need to say, I'm here, but I need a minute, I want to be the kind of man who honors that, not the kind of man who punishes you for it. I don't want you running from me. I want you safe with me. And I know safety isn't a speech, it's a pattern. So this is me trying to start the pattern. Okay, if you're still listening and you don't have to explain anything, just leave me one soft word in the comments. Still here. I've been thinking about something, the way people confuse distance with disinterest. Like if you step back to breathe, it must mean you're already halfway out the door. But that's not true. Not for a woman like you. Sometimes space is just the body asking for kindness. Sometimes it's your nervous system saying, I'm safe, I just need a second to settle. And I want you to know, if you ever need that with me, you can have it. You don't have to run. You don't have to disappear. You don't have to turn your feelings into silence just to keep things easy. I think what scares you isn't me. It's the feeling that you might get pulled into something too big, too fast, too intense, and you've lived long enough to know what that can cost. So I'm not going to insult your wisdom by calling it overthinking. I actually respect it because you're not trying to punish me. You're trying to protect your peace. And I want to be the kind of man who protects your peace too. Can I say something I've been holding inside? When you step back, the old version of me wants to interpret it like rejection. Like, see, you were too much. You always are. But I'm learning slowly that your space isn't a verdict, it's a breath. And if I love you, I should honor your breath. So here's what I want to offer you. A simple agreement between us, not rules, not control, just language. Because most people don't leave each other because they stop loving. They leave because they didn't know how to talk when it got hard. They didn't know what to say in the moment when the heart starts racing. So let's make it easier. If you feel overwhelmed, you can say, slow down. And I will. No questions, no sighs, no guilt. If you need time, you can say, give me a minute, and I won't chase you with 1,000 texts. I'll let you breathe. And if you're still here, still caring, but you can't find words yet, you can say, I'm here, I'm just quiet, and I'll understand what that means. Because quiet doesn't always mean cold. Sometimes quiet means I'm trying not to cry. Sometimes it means I want to stay, but I'm scared. Sometimes it means I'm gathering myself so I don't hurt you with the wrong tone. I don't want to punish you for being careful. I don't want you to feel like you have to perform happiness around me. I want the real you, even the tired you, even the version of you that needs a little more gentleness than usual. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm still learning how to respond when love doesn't look loud. Some men only feel secure when a woman is constantly proving she's there. But you're not a performer. You're not playing games. You're a grown woman who's survived enough to know that love doesn't need to scream to be real. So if you step back, I don't want to treat that like betrayal. I want to treat it like trust. Because you're still choosing honesty. You're still choosing to not fake it. You're still choosing to come back to yourself so you can come back to me without resentment. That's actually beautiful. And I don't know if anyone told you this recently, but the way you protect your peace, that's not selfish. That's wisdom. So if you can stay with me a little longer, I want to tell you what's underneath my intensity, not to excuse it, just to let you see me. Okay, let me slow down, because what I'm about to say, I don't want it to sound like a speech. I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to earn your sympathy. I just want you to understand me. I think most people don't realize this about me. I don't live halfway. When I care all the way. And I know that can feel like pressure, even when I'm not trying to pressure you. But that all the way thing, it didn't come from ego. It came from loss. It came from learning early that life doesn't always give you warnings. Sometimes it just takes things quietly. And you're left standing there with a cup of coffee, going cold, wondering how something so important could disappear so fast. So somewhere along the way, I learned this reflex. Hold tight, feel fully, don't waste time pretending you're fine. And yes, that can look intense. It can make me come off too serious, too present, too much. But underneath it, it's not dominance, it's not control, it's fear. Not the kind that makes you panic, the kind that makes you cherish, the kind that whispers, don't let this slip away. I don't know if this makes sense, but when something matters to me, I feel it in my body, in my chest, in my sleep, in the way my mind won't stop circling the same thought. And if you grew up around calm people or men who stayed in one emotional lane, being near someone like me can feel like standing beside the ocean. Beautiful, but unpredictable. And I can see how that would make you want to step back sometimes, because you're not trying to drown, you're trying to live. So hear me. I don't want you to drown in my feelings. I want to learn how to hold my feelings with care. I want to learn how to love you without flooding you. And that's humbling to admit, because there's a part of me that wants to be easy for you. There's a part of me that wishes I could show up with a perfectly steady smile and never make you wonder what I'm thinking. But that's not who I am. And I don't want to lie to you. I'm not a polished man. I'm a sincere one. Sometimes awkwardly sincere, sometimes painfully sincere, but always real. And you deserve real. You've had enough charming words that didn't match behavior. enough people who wanted your softness but didn't protect it. So when I'm intense, I want you to remember this. It's not me trying to take your freedom. It's me trying to stay close in a world that taught me things can vanish. And I want to say something about your age, because I know the world can be cruel about it. The world acts like a woman becomes less worthy of romance the moment she has history, less worthy the moment she has lines around her eyes, less worthy the moment she knows what heartbreak actually costs. But I swear to you, the way you carry your years, it's beautiful. It's not too late. It's not past your time. It's evidence. It's proof that you survived. And there's a kind of attraction that only exists when someone has lived, when someone has been hurt and still stayed tender. That's you. And that's part of why I'm drawn to you. Not because you're easy, because you're deep. And just for a second, very gently, let me bring faith into this. I'm not trying to preach, but I think about how God has kept you in quiet ways, the ways you don't even talk about, the ways you almost forget because you had to be strong for so long, it just became normal. But I see it. I see grace in you, and I'm grateful for it, because it means you're here, still open, still able to feel, still able to love, even after everything. So if you've been feeling like I'm too much, maybe this is the truth underneath. I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to be honest about how much you matter to me. But I also know honesty without gentleness can still hurt. And I don't want my love to hurt you. So let's make this practical, soft, simple, human. Can I tell you something really gently? I don't want you to endure me. I don't want you to be strong around me the way women get trained to be strong around men. I want you to be real around me. And I want to be a man you don't have to recover from. So here's what I think we need if we're going to do this in a way that protects you. Not grand promises, small agreements, soft edges, the kind of love that doesn't demand you disappear. First, if you feel your chest tightening, if you feel that old instinct to freeze, smile and push through, say it out loud, even if it's simple, even if it's just one sentence. I'm getting overwhelmed. I need a minute. I'm still here. I'm just trying to settle. And I will treat those words like something sacred, not like an inconvenience, because your nervous system has history. Your heart has history. And I'm not going to act offended when your body remembers what it's been through. Second, we need a pause word, a word that means we stop the moment things start feeling sharp, not because we're breaking up, not because we're dramatic, just because we care enough to slow down before we say something we can't take back. It can be something soft, pause, hold on, gentle. And when one of us says it, we stop, we breathe, we come back to each other like adults who actually value peace. Third, I want you to stop taking responsibility for my moods. I'm saying that clearly because I know how women like you love. You try to fix the air, you try to smooth the moment, you try to make everything okay even if it costs you. But if I'm quiet, you don't need to carry that. If I'm processing, you don't need to chase me into my head. If I'm intense, you don't need to match that intensity to prove you care. I can hold my own emotions. And if I can't, then I'm not ready to be close to you in the way you deserve. I hope this is okay to say. Your job is not to keep me stable. Your job is to keep you safe. And if I love you, I should respect that. Fourth, let's be honest about communication, because this is where people start running. Not from lack of love, from confusion, from mixed signals, from that awful feeling of I don't know where I stand. So here's what I want with you. If you need time, tell me you need time. If you're upset, tell me you're upset. If you're tired, tell me you're tired. No performance, no pretending. No, I'm fine when you're quietly unraveling, and I'll do the same. I won't punish you with silence. I won't make you guess. I won't leave you alone in your own mind, because I know what that feels like. It's a lonely place, and you've spent enough years there. Can I say something I've been holding inside? What I want most with you isn't fireworks. It's not chaos. It's not some intense romance that burns bright and then burns out. What I want is simple. I want the kind of closeness where you can exhale, where you can say, today was heavy and I don't make it about me, where you can be tired and still be loved, where you can have a bad day and still feel wanted, because that's real love. That's grown love. That's the love that lasts, not because it's perfect, but because it's gentle. And that brings me to what I'm actually asking from you, not in a heavy way, in a way that feels like a hand held in the dark. I think this is the part where people expect something dramatic, some big claim, some intense promise, but that's not what I want to put on you. So let me say it gently. I'm not asking you to fix me. I'm not asking you to carry me. I'm not asking you to be my therapist, my rescue, my proof that I'm lovable. I'm not asking you to earn your place in my life by suffering quietly. What I'm asking for is simpler, harder too, but simpler. I'm asking you for honesty, the kind that doesn't play games, the kind that doesn't punish, the kind that says, this is what I feel without making the other person beg for clarity. I'm asking you for presence, not constant access, not all-day texting like you're on a leash. Presence. The feeling that we're still in the same room emotionally, even when we're busy, even when we're tired, even when we need space. And I'm asking for the courage to stay curious, because running usually happens when we decide we already know the ending, when we assume this will get worse, or he'll never soften, or I'll get hurt again. Sometimes that instinct is wisdom. Sometimes it's protection, but sometimes it's fear talking in the voice of experience. And I respect experience, I do. But I believe in grace. I believe people can soften. I believe love can be a place where two adults finally stop performing and start telling the truth. And I want that with you. I want it in a way that doesn't cost you your peace. I hope this is okay to say, but there's something about you that makes me want to be better without feeling ashamed of what I've been. You don't make me feel like I have to prove I'm a man. You make me feel like I can just be a human being, and that's rare. You feel like warmth in a room I didn't realize had been cold for years, and I don't want to overwhelm you with that. I don't want to place my loneliness on your shoulders, but I do want to be honest. When you're near me, life feels less heavy. Not because you're entertaining me, not because you're doing anything, just because you're there. Your presence has a calm to it, a steadiness, like you learned how to survive storms without becoming a storm. And that makes me feel safe. You don't have to answer, just hear me. I'm not looking for a woman who will handle me. I'm looking for a woman who will stay honest with me, who will tell me when I'm too much, who will tell me when she needs rest, who won't disappear but also won't abandon herself. That balance, that's what I want. And if we're talking about love, real love, then it has to include freedom. Not the kind of freedom that keeps you at a distance. The kind of freedom that says, I'm here because I want to be. So I'm not gonna corner you. I'm not gonna guilt you. I'm not gonna demand anything you can't give. I just wanna ask you softly, if you can feel something real here, don't run at the first sign of intensity. Talk to me. Let me adjust. Let me learn your pace. Let me show you that closeness doesn't have to mean pressure, because I don't want a love that feels like a chase. I want a love that feels like coming home. And I know home can be a complicated word. Sometimes home was loud. Sometimes home was cold. Sometimes home was something you had to earn. But I'm talking about a different kind of home. A home where you're allowed to be tired. A home where you're allowed to have boundaries. A home where you don't have to keep proving you're worth staying for. That's what I want to build with you. Quietly, one honest moment at a time. And there's one last thing I want to give you. Something clean. So if you stay, you're staying freely. And if you leave respected. All right, let me say this in the softest way I know. If you still feel like running, you're allowed. I won't make you the villain. I won't twist it into a story where you were cold, confusing, or too much. I won't punish you with anger. because love, real love, doesn't demand captivity. And I think you've had enough of that in your life. Enough situations where love meant pressure, enough relationships where your needs were treated like inconvenience. So if your body is telling you, I can't do this, I will respect that. But if what you're feeling isn't, I don't love him, if it's more like, I'm scared, I'm tired, I don't know if I can handle another heartbreak, then please don't confuse fear with truth. Fear is loud. Truth is usually quieter. Truth feels like a steady tap on the shoulder that says, slow down, look closer, ask for what you need. So before you run, try one small thing. Tell me the truth, not the polished truth, the real one. I'm overwhelmed. I need gentleness right now. I'm afraid I'll lose myself. And then watch what I do with that. Because this is where patterns reveal themselves. If a man gets angry when you ask for gentleness, that's not love. If a man mocks your boundaries, that's not love. If a man makes you feel guilty for being human, that's not love. But if I can slow down, if I can listen, if I can respond with care, then maybe you don't have to keep living like love is always a risk you take alone. I think you deserve a love that meets you, not a love you have to chase. And I want to be honest with you about something else too. I'm still learning. I won't pretend I'm perfectly healed. Sometimes my mind goes fast. Sometimes my feelings rise before I can organize them. Sometimes I go quiet because I'm trying not to say the wrong thing. But I'm willing. I'm willing to soften. I'm willing to be corrected. I'm willing to learn your language because I don't want you running from me. I want you safe with me. And I know safety isn't a promise. It's consistency. It's how I respond on a random Tuesday. It's how I handle your no. It's how I treat your tiredness. It's whether I can love you without making you carry my storms. So here's my gentle vision. Not a vow, not a dramatic forever, just something quiet. I'd like to share calm mornings with you, not rushed, not performative, just coffee, sunlight, and a moment where you don't have to be strong for anyone. I'd like to be the man you can text when the day feels heavy without worrying you're bothering him. I'd like to be someone whose presence lowers your shoulders, someone who doesn't require you to be younger, brighter, easier to be loved, because the way you are right now is already worthy. The way you carry your years, it's already beautiful. And I'm not saying that to flatter you. I'm saying it because I mean it. I think God has been gentle with you in ways you might not even notice. And I'm grateful for every quiet blessing that kept you here, kept you tender, kept you alive to love. And if I get to be one small part of your peace, I won't take that lightly. So if you're staying, let it be clean. No chasing, no testing, no mind games, just honesty. And if you're leaving, let it be clean too. No guilt, no punishment, just respect. But if you're somewhere in the middle, still listening, still feeling, still unsure, that's okay. You don't have to decide everything tonight. You don't have to answer me. Just hear me. I'm here, quietly and willingly. Thank you for letting me talk to you like this. I hope your night feels gentle, and I hope you don't run from what's real, not even love, especially not the kind that wants to keep you safe.